So you learned all your electrolyte imbalances. Now let's see if you can apply them on an exam. This is a priority question. Let's see how you do. Which patient do you see first? All right, we've got calcium of 8, sodium of 131, potassium of 5.5, or magnesium of 1.7. What do you think? Leave your comment below and let me know what you think. And then we'll go through these and see what NCLEX and nursing school exams, when we panic and when we don't panic. Okay, so which patient would I see first? All right, calcium of 8. It is low. Calcium is 8.5 to 10.5-ish, right? All right, so normal is 8.5 to 10.5. So am I panicking about this? No. Is it mildly low? Yes. And so the patient might be a little twitchy, you know, they might have a little thrombosis or a little trussos or something. Okay, but twitches never killed anyone. And when you're doing priority on an exam, you want to see what could possibly kill the patient. All right, sodium of 131. We know normal is 135 to 145. Are we panicking about this? No. Remember, I've said in lots of videos that we are made up of salty water, and your body is very good at managing your salt. You will not start having symptoms until you get into the 120s low or the 150s, high 150s, 160s high. So on NCLEX and on exams, we do not panic until they're in the 120s or high 150s to 160s, okay? Now, potassium 5.5, we know the normal is 3.5 to 5, right? So are we panicking? Honestly, yeah, because potassium, it doesn't manage itself very well, right? And so as soon as we start having potassium imbalances, we are worried about EKG changes and arrhythmias, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Remember, your keyword for potassium is heart, and that heart going to go crazy. So anytime in nursing school or in NCLEX that they say, oh, your patient has a potassium balance, what's the first thing that you do? EKG, EKG, EKG. What's the first thing I do? EKG. All right. All right. So this, yes, I'm worried about this. I'm worried this patient has a bad arrhythmia. All right, let's look at the last one just to make sense, or just to check. Magnesium of 1.7, that actually is within the normal range. So, you know, typically magnesium is somewhere between 1.5 to 2.5, 1.7 to 2.5, something like that. So this is actually within low normal, so I am not panicking about that. Okay, so what's the only one that I am panicking about is this guy. Okay, potassium imbalances we do not like. Okay, so just to recap, when you're worried about electrolytes on a patient, okay, when do we panic? A little bit of low calcium, not panicking. They're just twitchy. Yeah, and then they're not going to die from that. Sodium of 131, they don't even have any symptoms at this point, and their body will accommodate here, so not panicking. Because remember, sodium, our keyword is neuro. Sodium, neuro, you're not going to see any brain or neuro effects at this level. When do we panic about sodium? When it's in the 120s or high 150s, 160. All right, potassium, are we panicking? Always. I'm scared of it, okay, because heart, keyword for potassium is heart. We check EKG changes. That would be your priority on a nursing exam or on the NCLEX if you saw this lab level. Magnesium 1.7, we're all right. We're on the